Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're now joined by head football coach Shane Richardson. Coach, the original idea for this interview today was to talk about recruiting, but congratulations to you for being named UNCP's next head football coach on Friday.
Thank you very much.
Can you talk about the whirlwind the last 3 weeks have been for you, from Pete Shinnick resigning to signing day and then going through the hiring process? Have you been able to catch your breath yet? And what does it mean to you to be able to have your own program after being in the business for so long?
Yeah, I think the answer to catching my breath is no, but it's been great because I've been able to stay busy. Going through, the transition time with being the interim, there was just so much that I wanted to do to make sure the program kept running smoothly. And so it's been good because I've been able to, focus on that as well as the process of, going through trying to get the permanent job. And so it's been pretty crazy at times, but as a football coach, I think you kind of expect that, and it's kind of fun at times too. So, but having my own program, to me, I want to stay grounded, and I want to stay the same guy and the same person, same coach that I've always been, and stay, very humble. To me, it's just I'm in charge of a few more people and a few more responsibilities, and so, I want to do the best that I can no matter what, and that's no matter what title that I have. So I'm very honored and thankful for the opportunity, and I intend to make it a great one.
Well, you were one of the first 2 assistant coaches hired back in 2006 and have been a collegiate coach for 13 seasons now. What sort of things have you learned over the past 13 years as in regards to being a head coach, especially over the last month as the program's interim head coach?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, I've had the opportunity to work with some great coaches at some different programs that I've been at. And so, I've been at North Dakota State, which their reputation speaks for itself, and the coaches that have come out of there have went on to, some pretty good jobs. That I've had some mentors from there that I've been able to keep in touch with and follow their examples and the things that, they kind of stood for. And, I think, just a lot of those values that I've learned from, the different places that I've been at, the different coaches that I've been with, have really stuck with me and influenced me. And so it's been fun to be able to kind of, tweak things and choose things from different areas that kind of fit your personality and reputation as well, and kind of put your own flavor on things.
Well, in your introduction speech, you hit on the fact that your players and assistant coaches deserve a lot of praise for the way that they handled this whole process. Talk about what you meant by that and what the last 3 weeks have been like around the Caton Fieldhouse.
Yeah, I think with a transition, with Pete being here for the last 7 to 8 years, and the stability that he brought with that, it was a big change for everybody. And so, not knowing what was going to happen, the 3-week process of going through all the interviews and the national search and that type of thing, I think the staff and the players both could have, kind of went either way and, kind of maybe started doing their own thing, but they certainly did not. And, we intentionally really talked about that, and, on a daily basis, I really tried to make sure that, no matter what had happened to me, I was going to make sure that the program was left in the right place, and those guys were going to be completely focused on what they needed to do. And so every day we focused on just trying to be the best we could, and getting better that day, and making sure that we were focused on getting ready for ultimately the 2014 fall.
Well, by the time this show airs, you'll already have had your first team meeting. But what are some of the things that you're going to tell your team Thursday about the future of UNCP football? Yeah,
I think, they just need to hear from me now as the leader of the program, what some of my expectations are, and, just what my vision looks like, and the things that, are going to be taking place and how the program is going to be ran. There's not going to be wholesale changes on things, but, I think, being on defense, a lot of the defensive guys have kind of got to know me and got to know my personality. And I think it'll be good now that the whole team will be able to really kind of, hear from me and listen to my voice and, the things that I kind of expect out of them. And as our program moves forward, I think it's good that they'll understand, what the vision, what the mission is, and the things that we want to accomplish.
Well, let's jump into recruiting now. The Braves signed 19 student athletes earlier this month, including 1 transfer student athlete that joined the team at the semester break. What are some of the areas and positions that the coaching staff targeted, and how do you feel those needs were addressed?
Yeah, I think, in general, we tried to sign an overall class and tried to make sure that we addressed really each position as well as we could. you know, sometimes it doesn't always work out, you know, in the science of things, but you've got to kind of sometimes take the best available guys. And I know, you know, we ended up with a few more guys at the linebacker position or a few more guys on defense, but you know, we feel very comfortable with each guy that we did sign, and we think, you know, that they can play a great role in the future.
All right, well, we're going to take our next commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking recruiting with head coach Shane Richardson, so stay tuned.